Ivan Balabanov, who was a part of the kind of Zach George dog daddy controversy, or the balance training versus force-free kind of controversy. He made a post just yesterday, I believe, basically like, I'm trying to get in touch with Zach George. He currently got a ton of funding and is working with, let me pull up the post here. Okay, yeah, so he said, I need some help to connect. I've reached out to Zach George a few times to invite him to join me in conducting a study comparing the effectiveness and ethical considerations of positive reinforcement only and quote-unquote shock-based dog training methods. Surprisingly, he has not responded to me. Could be that I'm not successful in reaching him. This invitation stems from his previous critique of my presentation, The Real Facts of Science-Based Dog Training, where he questions the relevance of the research I cited because it is outdated. Given our collaboration with a respected canine research lab, I believe Zach's participation would demonstrate his commitment to evidence-based practices, aka force-free dog training, which he promotes to the millions of people who follow him on social media. The offer remains open, and we hope he'll consider it for the great benefit of dogs and their owners. Right? So basically, he's got funding. He's working with a lab that can do testing on different things, right? And he is looking to provide current research and evidence disproving some of the force-free claims, disproving some of the force-free articles, which, by the way, if you listen to our podcast last week with Danny Wells, he was mentioning a man named Jamie, who's a trainer out in the UK that is very, very fluent in the articles and the studies that are disproving the balance training side of the argument. We are working on getting him on the podcast as well. Guys, this next month or so, there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming on this podcast, right? And I really... Obviously, like I'm team, like we're podcasters partially, right? We want to put out entertaining content for you guys. We want to share our dog training stories. We want to help you guys as listeners and stuff like that. But in this world, per that conversation we had last week with Danny, there are serious things moving in the dog world and people trying to destroy what it is that we're doing. Right? They want to make it very, 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 very challenging for us to be able to help you. They want to make it illegal for the things that we're doing right now to help you with your dog. They want to make that stuff illegal, right? So anybody that's a listener here that has either worked with us and been benefited through our training process or has worked with a similar trainer to us and has been benefited by that process or had their life changed by that process, they want to make that illegal. And in the UK, they were almost successful in getting it to a point where they made a national mandate, or whatever the UK, I don't know if that's national or not, whatever. But they made it a mandate that they were going to make it illegal to do that. Just think about that for a minute. Literally, it is breaking the law. You could have your dog taken from you. You could be charged tens of thousands of dollars in fines. You could be put in jail over some of this kind of stuff. All for the things we do every single day to help our clientele, right? While you got doofuses like this on the fucking internet with 3.7 million subscribers just on his YouTube channel alone that are weaponizing those followers to shut down anybody that is making a name for themselves, that's helping clients, that's out there in the trenches. Dog Daddy, if you like him or not, he is out there in the real world training dogs every single day. People that have troubled dogs that they're going to need to put their dog down or those dogs are ruining their life, and he's helping them overcome these issues. And those clientele are saying he's helping us, right? And they're making up claims. And you're going to see this video. I'm sure, I haven't watched it yet. It's going to be just full of bullshit claims of, well, science says that what he's doing is going to make things worse. But then you have the clientele saying, but it's not. It's helping us.
Exactly.
And guys like this are just sitting behind their screen, making videos like this, not actually training dogs. I would be very, very curious how many dogs Zach George has actually trained in the last 3 months.